Everybody, welcome to Fight On. We're doing a live tonight. I told you guys every day for 30 days straight. We're doing a live Q&A, but today I'm gonna jump on the bike. If you guys don't already know, if you're watching this on replay, we're doing a giveaway on the channel where I'm giving away a fully custom 2007 Harley Davidson Road King. I've shown the bike. I got videos of the bike on like a regular video of the bike, not a live. And I've talked about it on my lives, but I always show the bike. But today we're going to jump on there. I'm going to throw the phone on there with me, run it around the block. As soon as a couple of people jump on, Peaches, what's up? Hey, all right, this one's working. See, I was on here a minute ago for almost 5 minutes. Nobody got on. I think I did not set it to public. I'm like, what? So listen, we got people on here right now. If you guys can hear me, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed, you know what time it is. Hit that subscribe button because I'm going to be giving away a 2007 fully custom Harley Davidson Road King. I'm about to walk out here and show you guys the bike right now. We're going to take it a ride around the block on a live video. We got some people that liked it. Appreciate everybody that's on here right now. Quadrex. Hope you get better, man. Get the hell up out of there ASAP. But check it out. That's what we're going to do. This is the bike we're giving away. Yeah, it might not have been public. So we're gonna take the bike and put it in the mount. Oh, I ain't got the screw. God damn it. Hold on, I can't ride and hold the phone. I gotta get a screw. Hold up. So we're gonna take the bike around the block on a live video. But I left my the street looks the street looks like GTA. Why does it look like GTA? Grand Theft Auto? So anyways, how's your guys' Sunday been? Everybody had a good day? Productive, restful? What'd you guys get into today? I forgot my little bolt. We'll run back out here. Had to get this piece, man, for the GoPro holder for the telephone. So we're gonna run back out here, take the bike for a test ride. I keep talking about the bike to you guys, showing the bike to you guys. Today, we're gonna run it around the block. If all goes well, great. If it doesn't, still find something positive out of it. Unless we crash and die. Hopefully that don't happen. But we're just going around the block. We ain't going that far. Let me show you guys. That's the truck over there I keep telling you guys about. Love the truck. This one right here is nice too. But look, y'all know what that means? Who knows what that means? FYF. Anybody know what it means? Let me lock this phone in here. We're gonna whip it around the block. Hopefully the phone don't come loose. I ain't never done this before. Let me see, I'll give y'all a better view. Let me get in the street and I'll give you a different view. Well, that ain't the best view. You guys can see. Anyways, guys, I wanted to take y'all for a ride on the bike. Let me show you how the oh, I think the Bluetooth connected. You guys, how the back goes down. Hit switches on this bitch. Hey man, I love this bike. I love riding it. But you know what? I don't think the neighbors like me. But I'm gonna be honest with you, the neighbors have never liked me since I moved in here. Just now, when we were riding down the road, I don't know if you guys see me look back or not. This guy's coming, he's walking his dogs. He's always walking his dogs around here, which is cool, whatever. Go out and walk your dogs. But he seen me coming. He obviously heard me coming, right? That motherfucker's loud. And he started to walk out in the street to let his dogs like go right in front of me. He got a big ass German Shepherd and another dog. I'm just looking at buddy like, are you retarded? Like, why would you do that? You know? But some people, a lot of people in California, I'm gonna just tell you the truth. They're fucking disrespectful. They're disrespectful as fuck. The neighbors here suck. Their neighbors are assholes here. This is the worst thing about living right here. Yeah, they can't handle the drip. I'm dripping all over their ass too. They can't handle it. They can't handle it. But you know what? There's no need to like hate on somebody. Just fucking, if you want something in life, go get it. Go do your thing, right? Don't fucking sit around hating on me. It's ridiculous, you know? So, I ain't got no time for them. I waved at the people in my neighborhood for about 2 years. I waved at the people. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking just common sense, normal, neighborly. When you see somebody be like, hey, how you doing? I waved at these motherfuckers for years. People across the street from me, waved at them. And they would not wave back at me. It's so fucking weird. I'm just like, when somebody's waving at your face, right? And you look at them and make eye contact with them and you don't wave back, you're making it a point to say fuck you silently. It's like just a silent fuck you. I guess he's just too much of a bitch to say fuck you to my face. So he does it silently. My neighbors suck here, in case you guys don't get that point already. Yep. Yeah. I always smile when I'm waving too. I did it for years, man. I was just like, I'm from the South, and it's fucking commonplace to just, anywhere in this world, if you wave at somebody, that's a common gesture. I've done traveled around the whole world. Not the whole world, but out of this country. In the countries I've been in, when you wave at people, they don't even speak the same language, but they fucking wave back at you. Right? It's just like, these fucking people are fucking assholes. Yeah, stuck in their own misery. So we took the bike for a ride. I don't know how many of you guys were on here. Just jumped on the bike, whipped around the block real quick. You're not supposed to ride without a helmet, but we did it anyways. The rules are for suggestions. The rules are suggestions, you know. Let me see what the questions are. I appreciate everybody jumping on. Comment. I've got a lot of comments on here already. Peaches, what's happening? Quadrex, what's up, brother? Big boy, what up, man? Hope you had a good weekend. Yeah, we had a good weekend, brother. Peaches said, I did not get a message till now. Oh, yeah. I don't think it was public earlier. It couldn't have been. Street looked straight out of GTA. Just my house in my driveway. My great niece, Lyra, was born yesterday. Oh, wow. Congratulations. That's cool, man. Very nice. Ahmad, what's up, brother? Vroom, yeah, we was riding. Yeah, it sounds dope. That thing sounds like an angry beast coming down the road. Put it on high gear. I was just riding in the neighborhood. I don't need these people. A dude can't. I'm going to tell y'all a story. Let me read the comments. Y'all hang on, because I got a real good story. A monster. What I expect, nothing less. They can't handle the drip. I see that. Yeah, no doubt, man. How many cc's? Fuck, I don't remember. It's like 1,500. It's a big engine. I don't remember the cc, to be honest with you. Ahmad says, same old situation you talk about with neighbors. I'm assuming, yeah. It's just ridiculous, man. Be fucking neighborly. You get that here in Ireland, too. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Smile as you're waving, but no, they really hating. Their satisfaction in that, though. Yeah. Hey, I got a story for you guys. So, behind my house, I flipped the phone one time, because I like to sit on this side. I want orientation is locked. rotate the vice back. Hold on, let me see if I can flip this over real quick. Hold on 1 second, guys. Because the side that I'm sitting on, it looks like I can't fuck with it. Well, it would just leave it like it is. Can everybody hear me fine? Because I got a quick story I'm going to tell you guys. Let me take this out here into the yard. I can show you. I'm going to show you while I'm telling you. So, a while back, I was riding my car. You know, we just went for a ride around the block. I ain't fucking hurt nobody. Just riding around the block. A while back, I'm driving the car, but it was a different one, two-seater. And so, I'm riding the car in the neighborhood, just up and down the road. No big deal. I was going fast, but there's hardly ever anybody in the street. There wasn't nobody out there. And the reason I'm riding it is because there was a bunch of kids in my house. And so I'm taking them for a ride around the neighborhood. And the reason why I came out here to show you is, look, the guy's probably out here. So, see how they got like, there's a park over here? And there's always people, like, they take their dogs. See how the people got their dogs out there? So, it's everybody meets up out here for like, to take their dogs for a walk, right? So I'm riding all the kids in the car. You know, like my nephews, a friend of mine's kids. I'm ripping them down the street. It's just going straight down the street, not all over the neighborhood. Go to the end, come back. Go to the end, come back. And one of these guys was coming. He's probably out there right now. One of these guys was coming down the street. He's walking his dog. He got two dogs. One of them's a big ass dog. And he's like, jumped out in the street. He's like, hey! And he like jumped at me aggressively. He was like, slow down. So I stopped the car. I said, what? I look at him. I'm like, what? Why are you yelling at me? He's like, you're driving through this neighborhood too crazy. And he's like yelling at me, right? He said, there's kids in this neighborhood. I said, yeah, I know. They're all at my house. And they're riding in the car with me. Like, there's no other kids in the fucking street. And he's yelling at me, right? And his big ass dog was off the leash. I said, man, listen, you need to stop yelling at me. Put your fucking dog on the leash. I said, if anything, you're worried about kids. Your fucking big ass dog's off the leash. And if it bites one of these kids, we're going to have a problem. And so he said something else. I said, wait right here, buddy. I'll be right back. So I go home and put the car, park it in the yard. And I walk back down there. I ran over there. And when I see him, I was like, hey, man, what the fuck you talking to me like that? I'm a man. You're a man. Talk to me with some respect. He's like, don't get near me. I'm like, holy cow. You just screamed at me. You just screamed at me like a tough guy. And now when I come to address you like a man, you tell me not to get near me. I said, I tell you what, don't ever walk by my house. You walk by my house, I'll beat your ass. How about that? He don't walk by my house. He still goes to the park though. He don't walk by my house. I was like, bitch, you over here screaming at me for what? Talk with respect, man. Like if you treat people with respect, then you should expect respect. But the minute you sidestep that and come in like sideways, then it's a problem. Like, you know, just talk to me any type of way. I'm an extremely positive person, extremely friendly, but you ain't fixing to disrespect me. No, man. Nope. That shit is not in the playbook. So I'm just like, man, it's weird how so many people, set the phone down, so many people think they can just talk sideways, treat you any type of way, be disrespectful, and they ain't gonna get checked. I'm like, yeah, you take my smiling for a weakness if you want, you old bitch. Man, he ain't never said nothing to me again. That was probably like a year and a half ago. I see him walking down the road. He don't say shit to me. He just looks the other way. And when I ride by on my motorcycle, I'll rev my shit up. Let's see what we got going on in here. Who's down to win the bike, man? Who's trying to win the bike? Who is trying to win the bike? Of course, you said that. That's what's up. That dude sums up nearly every confrontation I have. They hate the drip for real. I just don't get it, man. Like, what is the purpose in fucking? I mean, there's times when you gotta like be rude to people, right? Straighten them out. But I don't ever approach people with the bullshit, like at all. In fact, we can have a conversation. Maybe I'll even encourage you and motivate you, but don't step to me with the bullshit when I ain't done nothing to you. He was talking about all the kids in the neighborhood. Bitch, the kids are at my house. That's the struggle of being a good dude. Yeah, 100%, man. No need for negatives here, negativities here. Yeah, hell no. No. Paradox. Hey, what's up with you and Jess? Jessica didn't y'all have a fallout? She was on here the other day being nice to you, but she doesn't even follow you on IG or give you a shout out on her channel. We didn't have a falling out. No, we're cool. She was on here last night. Yeah, no, there's not an issue. I just haven't done YouTube in a long time. Ooh, what else? What other questions you guys got? Sunday evening. I know you guys got some type of questions to chop it up and ask. We're gonna be doing live for 30 days straight. So you guys got to get your questions prepared. People just wonder how you do it, what they can't, and people hate what they can't understand because it's not for them to understand. No drama, no gossiping. Yeah, no. Ain't no drama on here. That's my homie. She's cool. Hey, Bryan, do you hip to the dip? Of course I remember you. Come on, man. What kind of question is that? You just threw any random question out there. Do I remember you? You've been riding since day one, of course. Only the motivation and drive. Yeah, no doubt. For sure, Ahmad. That's what it's about, for sure. Motivation and drive, encouragement, positivity. Since my IG got hacked, I lost all my connections. Glad to have connected back with you. All positive from here on out. Yeah, man, that's what time it is, bro. Like, I didn't even know your IG got hacked until you mentioned it the other day. But it seems like I always see you on social media, no matter what, on something. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like you ever disappeared. I just haven't been doing YouTube though. I mean, I haven't been posting on anything until right now, recently, when I jumped back on here with you guys. I was busy working, traveling, working on my house. Bought some more properties in Florida. We worked on those for a couple of months. I just didn't, if I could not do it like full time or give you guys 100%, I was just like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna wait till I can put 100% into it. And yeah, I mean, it was cold. My hands are freezing. It was cold riding around the block. And I didn't have a helmet or gloves on. If you just jumped on here, man, we just done we ripped around the block on the bike that I'm giving away. Rode around the block. I put it on live to the block. Went around the block real quick. Let everybody hear the bike running. And now we're just on here doing a Q&A. Jump back on Facebook after IG anyway. Question, man, bro. I went in last night after the live, grabbed a remote, turned on UFC, the prelims. I think it was prelims. And then they swapped over to the pay-per-view. So I went over there because I have a box that you get everything. Swapped over to the pay-per-view. And my fucking shit wouldn't load all night. I was so aggravated. I'm like, man, you got to be kidding. When the actual pay-per-view was coming on, because I wanted to see Adesanya fight and what's his name? I ain't seen Buddy fight in a long time either. God dang it, y'all can tell me who won. Who won the Adesanya fight? There was Adesanya and then what's the little white dude's name? He looks kind of short. No, yeah, I didn't watch it last night, Ahmad. Who won? Was it a matter of letting go or accepting it? What are you talking about, letting go or accepting it? Ian, I'm not sure what you meant. Do you think sensory deprivation played a part of what? Adesanya lost? Oh, you got to be kidding. Oh, no way. Adesanya is a beast. I can't believe he lost. Oh, Dustin won? Yeah, I like Dustin. Hell yeah. Dustin Poirier. But that's not who I was talking about fighting. It's the shorter guy. And he hasn't fought in a while that I know of. But he's been around forever. He got brown hair. Damn it, what's his name? The answer. Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar. Um, he got a KO in the 5th round. No, knocked out. I'm talking about out, like Buddy's out. I don't believe that. Like KO or decision by KO? Like, was he out cold? Leaving my recovery meeting. What up, Cheetah-tastic? What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to have you on. Thank you, everybody that's on here. Can you still meditate like you did in Q1? Yeah, absolutely, 100%. For sure. You know, with life, because I got a lot of shit going on, you just got to make more time for it. Oh, TKO? All right. He wasn't out cold, though. You just got to make time for it, man. It's super beneficial. Clear your head, lets you focus on, well, it depends on what you're trying to meditate for or why or what you're trying to do with your meditation. But I like to meditate on what I'm trying to do in life. You know, focus on one thing, push out any thoughts that enter my mind and focus on it. Oh, an early stoppage. Yeah, I got to watch that on replay. It pisses me off when that happens, man. Like, I don't get pissed off too hot too easily, especially about TV, but I love watching UFC. And for some reason, that freaking box, it's got to be the box because I have my internet service is 500 megabytes per second. Whatever the hell that means, right? It's supposed to be good internet. Not only that, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nodes, mesh network. I have a wireless mesh network, whole home mesh network, which you have to buy that. It's like aftermarket shit. And I got like 6 of them all throughout my house, all over the place. I got one on the patio right beside me. Like, I'm supposed to have good internet coverage. And it's just out of control. Like, I can't watch a UFC fight when the main card comes on. Stupid, man. It's very dumb. Frankie Edgar, he fought last night, right? Does anybody know if Edgar won? Because I think he was fighting last night. Not out, but standing. Ref stepped in. I could not believe it. That's just fucking crazy. I don't like that when the refs do that, man. Like, I mean, if it's a clear, like, Buddy's done, he's not defending himself, different. Frankie went cold out? Dan Sigurdsson. What's up, brother? Good to see you on here. Ian said, I need that skill. Yeah, it's whatever your skill you need. If it's important enough, you make time for it, you learn it, you develop it, you create habits, right? That's a big life skill, is building habits, positive habits, creating these habits that allow you to progress in life or attain the type of things that you're desiring in life. Habits are it's one of the hardest things to break. And there's a bunch of different studies on habits, but for every single person it's different. But they say it's about 66 times of doing something repetitively to create an actual habit. But to get rid of a bad habit is really difficult. So anyways, man, you got to create positive habits. If you say, I want to meditate, then you start doing it in little small incremental stages. You hold yourself accountable. You put up mental notes, physical notes, and you tell yourself, what is the purpose you're going to do it? What benefit are you going to get out of it? And then you focus on that, think about that. So, yeah. Let me see where was we at. Fair stoppage, he was pretty much out on his feet. Oh, okay. All right. Frank Edgar knockout was clean, though. He went straight cold to the ground. But was it Frankie? Oh, Frankie got knocked out cold. Oh, dang. I like Frankie. That was my little homie. I like Frankie. I hate to hear they got knocked out. God dang it. What is the best book you read in prison? Well, it depends on, like, what you're classifying it. Best, for me, self-help books are the best type of books. But if you're talking about, like, novel, Wolf of Wall Street was a badass book. That was a phenomenal book. Way better than the movie. way better than the movie. But like any Dale Carnegie books are good. Tony Robbins books, amazing. You know, all the big name people are really good. I just read the Quadrex thing. I almost said jokes. They're really good. But the best content that I read was the Siddha Yoga program. Siddha, S-I-D-D-H-A, Siddha Yoga. That is the best shit I read. Then How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's a really good book. Yeah, that's a really good book. I'm going back to check the questions. Do you experience goosebumps or tingling while meditating? I never have. Not that I recall at all. No goosebumps. Here's what's crazy. Do any of you guys meditate? Anybody in the chat right now meditate? Anybody in the chat right now, do they meditate? Oh yeah, Think and Grow Rich is an excellent book. Rich Dad Poor Dad. Richard Kiyosaki books are amazing. Super amazing. Phenomenal books. Does anybody in here meditate? Because I'm gonna see if you guys know this same thing. Because everybody meditates differently, right? It's not a black and white thing on a piece of paper where, I mean, you could read information on it, but your experience of it is your experience. My experience is my experience. There's no way to translate that right onto a piece of paper to where you can say, oh, okay, yeah, I see. And so anyways, for me, when I would meditate, I would always try to focus like right in the bridge of my nose. And when I could stay focused like that with my vision, even though my eyes are closed, I'm like looking toward the bridge of my nose. That's like the deepest trance meditation that I would go into. I wouldn't hear nothing around me. Nothing. It was difficult to stay in that state. But when I do that, that was a big, big, big difference for me. Where are we at? What gives you clarity? What specifically gives me clarity? I mean, the thought process that I have when I'm really trying to be clear on something. You got to really sit down when it's quiet. If I'm answering this the way that you're asking, you got to sit down when it's quiet and really process what it is that you're trying to think about, and then focus intently on that one thing is how I get clarity on a situation. Because otherwise, when you're walking around doing things, you're coming in contact with people, going here, going there, you got a lot of thoughts entering through your head. And to gain clarity, for me, it's like early in the morning times. I'm a morning person anyways, but early in the morning is my biggest moments of clarity. When I first wake up, undistracted. I go to, nobody's up when I get up in the morning time. It's peace and quiet. Not that it's not peace when people wake up, but my point is my wife is upstairs asleep, and it's just me with my thoughts. And that's my greatest moment of clarity. Breathing exercises. Yeah, box breathing. Who knows what box breathing is? Box breathing is really good. You're trying to exhale, no matter what type of breathing exercise you're doing. What I'm always focused on is exhaling negativity. Exhaling just dead energy and dead weight and negativity, pushing it out of your body. For me, that's why I do breathing exercises. Ian said, I want to learn. Hey, Google it. It's simple. Like meditation, you don't need to pay nobody to teach you meditation. Simply Google it and start practicing it. Practice and practice and practice. Take little steps toward it because it's super beneficial. Super beneficial. Paradox said, very familiar with meditation. Well, I'm not sure if you're going to reply to that, but do you ever meditate where you're focusing your eyes on the bridge of your nose? And if so, what does that do for you? Do I watch soccer? World Cup's around the corner. No, I don't watch any soccer. The only thing that I don't watch a lot of TV to begin with. Every now and then when I go upstairs, we'll turn the TV on to like Netflix, watch a little show. But I've never been a big person on TV, but I love sports. Not sports, but UFC. I'll watch UFC anytime. That's my favorite. But the other stuff, I don't really watch too much, man, to be honest with you. Cheetah-tastic. I meditate and do DDP yoga. Yeah, that's gold, brother. Ian Morgan said that's gold. I meditate with Binaural beats. Oh, binaural beats. I thought you said beast. I was like, what kind of beast are you meditating with? Beats. Um, binaural. You got me on that word, and I read the dictionary a lot. Even, damn, you got me on that word. I don't know, binaural. I got woken up to drop, but not that good drip. An IV. Hey, man. You need to get out of there, brother. Dan said, cops here so often, they said I should send a government bill for office. You over there driving the cops crazy, Dan? You got them coming to your pad. In with the good, out with the bad. Breathing. Yep, that's what it is. Ian said, to release negativity, do you have to forget what people have done? No, listen, there's so many ways to do it. Now, are you talking about in like, when I was talking about releasing negativity through breathing techniques? I'm not sure if that's what you were meaning, but there's so many different ways to do it. But when you're in a negative state, one thing that makes it extremely difficult, like if you're in a mood, you can, and realize every state that you're in is by choice. Another person can't put you in a state. Situation can't. You have to choose to be in that state. Now, if you're in a situation that's feeding your negativity, the best thing to do is exit that situation, whether it's people, places, or things. Get away from it. Take a few moments. And then if you're talking about a breathing technique, when you're inhaling air, let's just give you an easy one. If you inhale into your belly and you hold your breath for about 4 to 5 seconds, and then you exhale like with force, you think of whatever that negative situation is, and you try to visualize it, right? In your internal visions, that it's leaving your body. You're pushing out. As crazy as it sounds, this shit works. You push it out. It sounds crazy? Give it a try. Like, visualize it. Like, literally visualize it leaving your mouth when you're exhaling. Literally. I used to do a practice to get rid of headaches. When I was in confinement, I would always get headaches because I didn't have any caffeine. Usually when you get there, you don't get coffee inside of confinement. And the first couple of days, you're just like, oh, God, I got a headache, right? You got these caffeine headaches. And I was reading a book one time that taught you this technique to visualize. Y'all are going to think this sounds crazy. And maybe somebody on here has heard about this. If anybody's heard about this, let me know. Literally, you do this. You close your mind and you're using your imagination, just like what I was talking about a minute ago when you're exhaling the negativity. You use your imagination. Y'all are probably going to trip when I tell you this. So on the front of your forehead, I know y'all can see my forehead because I got a humongous forehead. It might be like a 5 head, but it's cool. I've had it my whole life. It is what it is. So you close your eyes and you visualize. Sounds kind of gruesome. Taking it like a tool, like a little grinder, bzzz, and you cut your head open, your forehead. You stick with me. I know this sounds crazy. You cut your forehead open. You've pulled the skin back. You pull it back. You go inside your skull. You cut that. You go inside, and then and you're looking at it like it's tools, surgical tools, right? And you go in there and you get the headache, literally. Like a robotic tool grabbing it, and it pulls it out of your head, and you're visualizing this shit. And once you pull it out of your head, you have your eyes closed when you're visualizing it. You take and you release it like this, up to the sun. This is no bullshit, and it fucking works. You release it, and you visualize the sun just disintegrating, literally disintegrating it. Has anybody ever heard of this? And then you just rub your forehead back smooth and it's all good and repaired. That shit works to get rid of a headache. No kidding. I learned that in confinement. Where are we at? Ian said, to release negativity, do you have to forget? Oh, I already answered that. I think you would be great on Andrew Huberman podcast or obviously Joe Rogan, hopefully in the future. Yeah, I'm going on one of those in the future for sure. I already see it. It's part of my future. I already have it in my head. I already see it. I already can hear those dudes, like, meeting them. It's going to happen. Paradise said, Bryan, the meditation, what you practice is what you call single-pointed meditation. I did not know that. I did not know that. That's a good one. Thank you for telling me that. Single-point meditation. I didn't know that. Hey, how you been? Haven't caught you on forever. Mobile Mechanic, 1473, Earls. I'm good, man. How you been, brother? Thanks for jumping on. I'm doing a live every day for 30 days straight. I'm gonna try to, like, when I get off in a little while, I'll do you guys a favor because I slipped on it today. I'm gonna put a notification what time the live is gonna be tomorrow. The next video coming out is gonna be a fitness video showing a circuit training. Let me show you guys. For those of you that are on here, I have a gym at the house. So tomorrow, it should be tomorrow, there's a video coming out about fitness for men over 40. Fitness for men over 40. I mean, if you're younger than 40, you can do this shit but it's critical to warm up, watching the weight that you're using. Circuit training is really beneficial. And, you know, as you enter into your 40s, a couple things are happening. A lot of people, their motivation is, your motivation and metabolism, the shit begins to betray you. You're like, hey, what is going on here? So it begins to betray you, right? It's like, you freaking just betrayed me, but it's part of the aging process. And then, you know, it's easier for guys, they start gaining weight around their midsection and their belly. So anyways, the next coming video is gonna be fitness for men over 40. If you want to kick in your motivation and your metabolism, that's gonna be the next video. But you haven't seen me on here in a while, so I will tell you, I'm giving this bike away. I'm doing a giveaway on this channel. You gotta go to FYTON, FYTON, FYTON.org. You go there, you can get a ticket to enter to win the bike. It's a fully custom 2007 Harley Davidson Road King. This is for you guys that have not been on the channel. Weren't on the live today. I'm giving this bike away. You go to my website, FYTON.org. You can get the Mindset Mastery course or a t-shirt. They're $35 a piece. It's a hell of a deal. Extreme bargain. I dropped the price. I'm probably going to end up taking a loss, but as part of growing the channel, you know, I'm using it as, if I do take a loss, investment into the business, because I'm doing YouTube full time as a business. So like I said, I started out, the tickets were much higher because I know this is my first one. You know, people are like, oh shit, they might not even know who I am. So taking that into consideration, and the fact that I haven't done YouTube in a long time, I'm not getting the traffic that I used to get yet. I just went ahead and dropped the price on here. So it's 35 bucks for an entry fee. Every single thing you purchase, like if you wanted to buy 3 t-shirts or 3 courses, each one is an entry. Each one is an entry. And then I'm gonna do a random, it's gonna be a live where we have a drawing for a random pick for the winner. And the winner is picked out of a website called random.org. Completely randomized. They use atmospheric sound to generate the winner. So the great thing is, it can't be, it's not done by human, is what I'm saying, right? Yeah, so that's coming up. And that's for you guys that are on here that didn't know. Let me put this so I can sit back a little bit. And if you go back and watch the live, we actually went for a ride on the bike a little while ago. As soon as we got some people on the live chat, I took the bike around the block. It was a cool little ride. Let me see where we're at. I'm trying to read all the questions, fellas. Yeah, more than I, does it? I don't know what that meant. I'm not sure. I've heard about this. My mother was a healer and studied all kinds of methods. Bro, it works. That method for getting a headache works. I think cardio workout is good for clarity and resetting dopamine. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it does. I mean, I think personally, all of my workouts are a cardio type of workout because I'm usually going back to back to back to back to back to back. When I go to the gym, I'm like the sweatiest person in there. They're like, God damn, this dude's sweating. I've always been a sweaty person, but I do my reps back to back, my sets back to back. And so I use it as a form of cardio when I'm working out, and definitely it's really good for dopamine, 100%. Imagination is everything. Yeah, no doubt, man. Imagination is huge. It's so crazy because when we're kids, we're taught to imagine, to dream, right? But then it's weird because when people enter adulthood, they go out into the world, they stop imagining, they stop dreaming. It's like you could have the fucking life you want. You could level your life up unlimited levels if you keep your imagination alive and thriving and feed it. Imagination is huge. Can't eat all those cheeseburgers after 40. Nope. Got to take the bread off of them. You can eat the burger, take the bread off of it. The art of bushcraft is how you survive the wilderness. It's the same tool that you used in incarceration. Any thoughts on that? Bushcraft. Art of bushcraft? I don't know that. I don't know, man. Y'all done got me a couple times on tonight's live. Got me with the word, binaural beats. I don't know that. And I don't know what bushcraft is. Dan said, I go in the woods, sit under a tree, close my eyes, and listen. You can hear a lot. Hey, no doubt. Like being in the wilderness is super peaceful and allows you a lot of clarity. But then you begin to hear things too. All the little creatures around you and shit. It's pretty wild. I was in the woods one time. This is a crazy story. I'm gonna tell you guys. Let me read the comments. Remind me, I'm gonna tell you a story about being in the woods. When I get out of this hospital, I'm going to do a run of red and black paintings. Maybe we can make some money together with them. Hey, bet. That's what time it is, brother. Brian Fraser, glad your channel fought its way through YouTube algorithm. This is back in my top 10 in 2 weeks. Hey, that's dope, man. Hell yeah. Appreciate that, Brian. Mobile mechanic for sure would do me some good. Thank you. Yeah, it is a nice bike. Thank you, brother. Get the likes up, y'all. Y'all heard the man. Man said, get the likes up. Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Rolling the losing dice. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you guys on here. Sean B, your story is one of the most inspiring I've ever heard. I greatly appreciate that. Does that Harley run? This is why when you get a notification, you got to get on the video. I took the Harley for a ride around the block. On live. On the live, we took the Harley for a ride around the block. Probably had 10, 15 people on here at the time. Took the bike around the block for a ride on live. Anybody want me to crank the bike up right now? You hit me, give me 20 likes. We're on 13. I'll crank it up. It's nighttime. Neighbors don't like me anyway, so fuck it. I'll crank it up. Amai said, I tried the burpee variation you showed before, and it slayed me. Burpees ain't no joke. They're not no joke. You know what else is fun too, man? If you're into calisthenics, is muscle ups. Muscle ups are dope. Live every day like it's your last one. One day you will be right. Yeah, no doubt, man. This guy actually did ask if the Harley run. It's still enjoyable in a way. Um, yeah, the Harley runs. Absolutely, it runs. If you guys want to see it run, I mean, I'm not going to take it out in the street again because I got it in the backyard. But I will pop it off. I'll crank it up right now. If you guys want to see it, let me know. Drop a comment. Rolling the losing dice. Do you want to know if it runs? Drop a comment. Let me know because I will crank it up. Does anybody on here want me to crank it up? And Ahmad, burpees are they're amazing. Muscle ups are like the king, if you ask me. It handles good. The tires are thin. Most bikes got thick. Oh no, you gotta look, man. This is not most bikes. Well, you got to take into consideration this bike is fully 100 custom. This bike is fully custom. Yeah, it's got a real thin front tire, and here's the reason why. That's a 26-inch rim, 52 spokes. Let me get you a good look at it. It's a 26-inch rim, 52 spokes. Let me get a little closer look. It's thin, but that's the how this bike's made. This thing's fully custom. Nothing on this bike is left untouched. Nothing on it's untouched. And it's dirty right now. You're not even seeing this bike in its prime, pristine cleanliness. Like this thing is A beautiful bike. Beautiful, beautiful bike. Everything. I mean, everything on here. Look, even this. I love these things. Super nice. Dope mirrors. Bars are nice. It's a good riding position. Handle's good. Oop. Hold on, the radio picked up. The videos where they're like, "Good morning, neighbor," and you know that, and then you hear the neighbor in the background, "Fuck you," and they're like, "Fuck you too," and rev the bike up. Snowman, I ain't seen you forever, brother. What's up, man? How you doing? I think it's the same Snowman. I appreciate that, Ian Moore. Much love, homie. That's what it's all about, man. Yeah, Snowman. Good to see you, homie. Good to see you, brother. Been a long time. I think I still see you on Facebook, but I've been off social media for quite a while. Let me see. What was he going to give the Harley for if it don't run? Keep it in your living room. Did you actually do all the fabrication work or buy it like that? No, it was already fabricated. I bought it like that. What's it redline at? I don't redline it. I don't ride it like that. I ride it, but I'm not redlining it. This is, this is not the type of bike you're trying to redline. You know what I mean? But I bought it like that. The guy in Arizona builds these bikes. That bike came from Arizona. He's a dude on Instagram. Builds amazing bikes. After this one, I'm going to be giving away a desert car, a side-by-side. It's a 2021 Polaris Razor. That one's going to be next. But listen, this bike's pretty enough to keep it in your living room. But if you got a wife, she's probably not going to be too happy if you keep it in the living room. Mint condition, yeah, no doubt. What year is it? 2007. Throaty, that's for sure. Absolutely super throaty. Man, I honestly do not know what size motor is on that bike. I can't remember. I don't know. It's a 2007 Road King. It's got like right at 100 horsepower. It's just one engine that was on that bike for that year. Does a desert car run? Yeah, it's a 2021 Polaris Razor. You figure it out. Yeah, we'll let you push it. We'll let you push it, and then we can let everybody see how good it runs. Now we know the neighbor why they don't like you. Love my ass, just give it. Hey, listen, I'm at a point that I have lived here going on 7 years. I waved for a couple of years at these fuck faces, and if any of them just happen to be on here on my live, you kiss my ass. I waved at my neighbors for years. Like, hey, fuck. And they would not wave back at me. So at this point, I'm like, man, fuck them. I'll make all the noise I can make without any type of fucking feeling guilty. Without any feeling guilty. And when they drive by my driveway and they look at my driveway every fucking day, they're probably like, this motherfucker. And because just my driveway costs damn near as much as their house. So fuck them. Where we at, man? Let me see. Gorgeous bike. Yeah, man, it's dope. Neighbor's wife, like, probably. I see him up there looking down here all the damn time. Jeb Bush, what's up? Yo, what's up? Good to have you on here, man. Yeah, desert car does rolling the losing dice. You should change to moped if your neighbor doesn't like that bike's room. And 1200 Evo motor. I think that's correct. I think that is correct. It sounds about right. But I just don't remember. I honestly don't remember. I did not build the bike. Only thing I did was put a seat on it, built a brand new, had a seat pan poured for it, fiberglass seat pan, and then reshaped it and built it to where for my wife to ride with me. It's the bike is beautiful, man. Where we at? Everything runs. Yeah. BLS, what's happening? Good to have you on here. It ain't about the neighbors. It's about doing your own thing. Yeah, listen, you're absolutely right. My issue is that I like helping people. I mean, you guys know that just from seeing me on here. I like helping people. It's my natural thing. I like to be neighborly. I like to be friendly. I like to, if you need help with something, I'll fucking help you. That's just my personality. And when I'm waving and you refuse to wave back, now shit, we can't even be neighborly. It's just crazy. Where we at? They're probably miserable. Yeah, they gotta be. Should say it on the side. I believe it is the Evo motor. What cars you riding nowadays? Um, I got an M Series BMW X5, super fast car, fun to drive, right at 600 horsepower, and we got a GLE Mercedes GLE Coupe AMG. That was my wife's. Beautiful car. Got red seats in it. Beautiful car. Then I got an F-150. F-150 is by far my favorite. It's the four-door one. It's a platinum version, which is the nice version, and then it's lifted. The lift on that, I got the newest lift that I think is like 7 or 8 inch lift. I think it's a 7 inch lift. They just came out with it, and then I got 30. I had 37s on it, but I put 35s back on it, but they're 15.5 inch wide, super wide. They're red. The truck's black with red rims. Um, cool ass suspension on it, shocks, coiled overs. It looks good, man. So, anyways, that's my favorite car. We bought an Escalade because we broke down. We broke down in the desert, like I think in December. We were traveling across the country. We broke down in the desert and we couldn't get home. We couldn't get a rental car. I couldn't even get a U-Haul. And I had a bunch of stuff with me. I had my dogs with me, my nephews, a bunch of luggage, and they would not even rent us a car or a U-Haul because of all the shortages. So we had to buy an Escalade. I did not like it. Uh, my mom has that Escalade now. Neighbors with small minds. Yeah, people got closed minds, man. That's like the worst thing to have in life. And if you know you got a small mind and you're like, oh, fuck, well, open your mind. It's a great big world, and everybody has the ability to expand their mind. Snowman said, my dad put a train horn on his bike. I have a train horn. I got one in the garage. I was going to put it on here. The bitches are loud. And the neighbors started to wave, so I did not push the button. A Volvo 240DX. Yeah, the Volvos are nice. I don't know what the 240DX is. Volvo makes a good car. If it's a dirty tail built bike in Phoenix, almost all his bikes have top end work. No, it's built by, let me see. You guys don't jump off the live. Let me see if I can open that. Be done. Lost y'all on here. I can't remember the buddy's name. I'll try to remember next time I jump on here, but that's not his name, but he does phenomenal work. He does badass work. What kind of beer are you drinking? I don't drink beer. What a monster. GLE is nice too. Yeah. GLE is super nice. Mercedes, honestly, I just give it to you real. Like I like BMW. I've had a bunch of them. The X5 that I have, it's an M series, super fun car. It's all-wheel drive. It's very fast. Mercedes is definitely a better vehicle. I will say that. I will say that the Mercedes is overall it's a better vehicle than the BMW. BMW X5, plenty fun. Losing a 1993 Accord POS, but may get 1,500 for it. Hey, I heard that, man. You live in a white neighborhood? No, that ain't the problem. Oh well, actually, my neighbors are. There's some Middle Eastern people, white people. The one white guy that will never ever wave. He's a white guy. There's a black family down the street. There is. I mean, no, it's a mixed family. There's Spanish people, Mexican people, but the ones right here by my house that won't wave are white people. I'm just like, my wife is from Thailand. I'm like, maybe they're mad because I don't have a white wife or some shit. I don't know what their problem is. Brian Fraser said, check out SEO Tactical Gear. XM8 Hustler builds gear for everything. Bleach and red is his thing. SOE Tactical Gear. I think I've heard of that. I'll check it out, man. BMW 2 makes bikes. They're probably good, I'm guessing. Yeah, they are. They're badass bikes. Yes, sir. Brian as well. Brian with the vet. Most people know me as. All right, BLS. Cool, cool. Yeah, who did build your bike? Top end work. What do you mean? Oh, he must be asking somebody else that. The BMW M Sport has the best interior. The interior in that thing is super dope. But the interior in that GLE that we have is red. That shit is beautiful. That's what it took. It took like 3 months to find that car, like to get it from the dealer with red interior, because all of them that were coming out had like black interior. But ours got red in it. That shit is dope. Straight fire. How do you stay on a caloric deficit without training, getting fatigued, or losing muscle mass? I mean, how much of a caloric deficit are you going on? You can't go on a major one. You just got to be on enough that you're going to lose 2 pounds a week. I mean, if you go over that, 2 pounds is really safe. You can hit 3, 4 pounds. If you're going above that, it's just too damn much. You're going to be feeling tired, exhausted, weak. You're going to lose muscle a little bit as well. I don't care what anybody says. You're not going to go on a calorie deficit nutrition plan where you're losing only fat. You're going to build muscle too, but you're also going to be losing some. It's like a back and forth thing, but you're definitely going to lose a little bit of muscle. But at the same time, as you're toning up, it makes your muscles look fuller and bigger. So it's really just the aesthetic part of it too. Do I believe in Bigfoot? Yeah. I've seen him over my fence a couple nights ago. Watch Clerks, 3 fam. Never seen it. Oh. Stan was falling down. Clamola, what up, brother? Joseph Clamola. How you doing, man? Good to see you on here. Nah, sometimes those white neighbors don't wave. Get over it. I am over it. Now I just drive my motorcycle past them and smile at them. I've been over it. I quit waving at them. I think it's better in the South with great hospitality. 100% better. I mean, I traveled the country. Honestly, when you leave California, people are way more hospitable as soon as you leave California, because when you're traveling across country. By the way, I'm thinking I'm going to be going across the country in the next month or so. I might do a live because I'll drive straight across the country. Maybe I'll do a live the whole time. Who's down for that? Literally, put the phone in the car, turn it on. We'll hit some dead spots out in the desert where the phone will go dead. I'll lose signal, but we'll jump right back on. A live. Cross country live. Who's down for it? Georgia, Tennessee. Yeah, people in Georgia and Tennessee are nice. And do plenty of upper body. Yeah. I mean, it's important to do everything, but it's really just like, what are you trying to do? Are you just trying to be a little bit more healthy, in better shape? Are you trying to build your physique? Are you trying to be a bodybuilder? It depends on what level you're trying to take it to. Most people are just trying to be in better shape. They want to be able to be, you could take your shirt off if you're a guy and not be like, God damn it. you know? So you want to feel good about yourself, right? So it just really depends on what you're trying to do. How do people in prison doing life sentences cope with it? The best people I ever met in prison are doing life sentences. Absolute best people. They got the most respect. They're the most mindful people. They're probably the most intelligent people, which is weird. You'd think, fuck, you're in prison with a life sentence, meaning you're going to fucking die in there. What is the point? What's the point in anything? But I'm telling you, the best dudes that I ever met, the only people I still stay in contact with after leaving prison are people that got life sentences. Elbow, done, toast. They're fucking in there for life. Unless something major happens, some type of miracle, they're doing a life sentence. So they cope with it through their mindset. And they got the best mindset. They take more time to read. Most of them have accepted where the fuck they're at. They don't give up hope that they're going to find a way out of there, but they know where they're at. And they know they're there for the long haul. Even if they are going to get out of there, they're in there for the long haul. So, yeah, that's how they cope with it. How much that Harley cost? It costs $35. $35 is all that it costs to win it. So if you enter to win it, it costs you 35 bucks. If you go out and try to buy it right now, the low end, it really, really, really depends. Like you can see one, it's going to look beautiful, but it depends on what type of work they've done to it. Like I got airbags on this one. It's got a 26-inch front tire. The forks have been raked out, completely chromed out. It's got full fairing kit on it. It's got 8-hanger handlebars. All the lines, the brake line, the gas line, the clutch line, everything's braided, stainless steel. All the bags, everything on all the fairings, the bags, the pizza box in the back, which is the compartment in the back, every bit of that is custom. The paint job. So it really depends on like the build is what I'm saying, right? And so the cheapest you're going to find one like that is about 25 grand, and you'll see them all the way up to 60,000. The ones that are above that are just like purely show bikes that you're probably not going to ride. So it really just depends, man. But right now you could get one like that, similar to it, on the low end, about 25 grand. Where are we at? What do you think it is about California that makes it full of people who aren't friendly? That's one thing I haven't figured out. I do a good job of like analyzing shit and figuring things out. I have not figured out why the fuck the people here are not friendly. It is weird. I don't know. I've not figured it out, but they're not fucking friendly at all. Joseph said, good to see you too. Person that's taught you the most in life. The person that taught me the most? My grandmother. Like, taught me the absolute most was my grandmother. I mean, I lived with my mom my whole life, but my grandmother taught me shit that nobody else did. And, yeah, that's who taught me the most. You drive across the country, stop in Denver and say, what's up? When I'm leaving this time, I'm going to Florida and I'm going to go through, I'm not going up top, but when I do come again through Denver, we'll try to plan it out, man. Definitely link up. Denver's a beautiful spot. Love that place. Yeah, but when I go this time, we're taking 2 cars, me and my wife, and we're going to go straight across. We'll probably drive straight across. It takes about 40 hours. We stop and take a nap. But the whole, like, getting the hotel, I used to do that, and it just drags the fucking trip out. I'm just like, let's go. Let's get it done. Because it's a long drive. And when you go to a hotel, you got to go to get all the shit out of the car. We got dogs with us. You got to, my wife, she is not morning friendly. She ain't trying to wake up when I get up at 5 o'clock, like, let's go. So it's easier to just take a nap in the car and keep it fucking moving. Yeah. Where are we at? Jeb Bush said, raw eggs and decline push-ups. Hell yeah. That's what time it is. I remember going to Cali and simply asking for directions. People walk by me like I didn't exist. Here in the South, I'd have to have half the store chiming in. I know. It's so weird. I don't get it. It is weird because I grew up in the South, and I'm like, why the fuck are these people not friendly? cross-country vlog would be great. You should make it like Rich Piana's trip to Florida. I'll check that out. Rich Piana was a beast. I love his content. He was a cool dude. I would have liked to meet him for sure. Definitely rest in peace, Rich Piana. He was a cool cat. I'm taking the brass knuckles off that bike, sir. When you park that bike at your house, you can take them off. If you hit somebody with them, don't tell them I told you. Yeah. Chris Ron said 25 to 30K. Yeah, she is a beauty. Were you able to get a job when you got out? No. What kind of dump truck did I have? It was an auto car. Auto car dump truck. Salt Lake City's a good place, cool place too. Yeah. Utah is nice. I went to Utah probably about 2 years ago. Fucking epic, beautiful. I mean, you're in the middle of nowhere, the part that I went to, but fucking beautiful, like badass beautiful. My wife, her uncle lives over there, and when you get to his driveway, or put it this way, when you're leaving out of his driveway, you can make a left or a right. Either direction, it's 1 hour to anything. A store, I don't care what the fuck you're trying to get to, it's a whole hour away. But it is freaking epically beautiful out there. Super peaceful. It's nice. Utah's badass. You see a lot of orange and brown that you don't see anywhere else. I'll link up with you, fam. Ever need some music for your channel? I got you. Been playing music over 10 years. You and your girl be safe. Hey, I appreciate that, Joseph, for sure, man. I'm gonna make an intro for my videos pretty soon. I'll hit you up on that, brother. Do me a favor, man. Email me. Email me at bryanbruton1@gmail.com. That's BRYANBRUTON1@gmail.com. I'd like to check out some of the music for sure. Can you tell oh yeah, the Woods. We're Dan Sigurdsson. Dan, God dang it. I've been knowing Dan for a minute. He mentioned about being in the woods meditating. And I then said, yeah, the woods are great because it's peaceful, right? You'll be out there, it's all quiet and peaceful. But the more you sit there and listen, the more you begin to hear, right? Anyways, my point was, I was going to tell you guys a story about being in the woods. And, oh yeah, no doubt. Let me tell you this story real quick. So, this happened in 2000. There was a situation where I was worried about the cops. I was worried about the cops, right? And so I told somebody, drop me off right here. Drop me. This is in Florida. I said, drop me off. I'm gonna go in the woods. I'm hiding from. I thought I was hiding from the cops. They weren't really looking for me, but I thought they were. Something had happened, and they didn't have a warrant for my arrest, but I thought they did. And so I'm like, let me out. I'm gonna go in the woods. They let me out. I take off in the woods. I actually took a lawn chair with me that they had in the back of the truck. So this is nighttime, right? I go way far out in the woods. I'm laying in the chair. I'm just laying there chilling, lamping, thinking. It was in Jacksonville. So on the north side of town, out by the airport, which is where I'm from. I'm laying out in the woods. It's dead ass quiet, pitch black, extremely quiet. And I'm out there for a while, and I hear something going, like something walking through the woods. You can hear like little leaves and shit crackling, and I'm like, okay, sounds like it ain't just a little thing coming through the through the woods. I'm like, damn, what is it? But you can't see nothing, and all of a sudden, I hear this fucking cat roar so goddamn loud. I'm like, holy fuck. I jumped up out of the chair and ran straight out of the woods. I looked like Forrest Gump running out of the woods and just kept running and running and running. I was like, Joseph, I got that email, brother. I appreciate you. I kept running and running and running the fuck up out of them woods because the way that cat roared, and like where I'm from, there's wild cats out in the woods. And I'm not saying there's a bunch of them, but they are out there, right? So I was like, holy fuck. It scared the shit out of me. I got my ass out of there. Not near Chattahoochee. Jacksonville's right northeast. It's the northeast part of Florida, directly below Georgia. And there's a lot of water, there's a lot of creeks, and there's cats. There's a lot of animals. There's a lot of wildlife there. Man, I fucking got out of them woods so damn fast. You ain't trying to get eat, even if it's a little goddamn bobcat, they'll fucking bite the shit out of you. And so I was getting, it's different if you can see it in the daytime, but at nighttime, you can't see what's out there. They can see, you cannot see. You just get your ass out of them woods. So that was my story about being in the woods, man. Where we at? Yeah, my Doogly, GLE is nice. I'm gonna put a cam in the vet. Hopefully 500 rear wheel horsepower. Smoking Hellcats these days. Hey, you got to record that, man. We need to see that. Them fucking Hellcats are just, oh my God. Everybody and their brother got a Hellcat where I live at. That's what everybody buys, have fucking Hellcat. I'm like, damn. Why does everybody get a Hellcat? I'm not saying they're not nice, but everybody got one. My buddy around the corner, he has the Hellcat SUV. Joseph, I'll check that email as soon as we jump off, brother. Cool. Glad you got it. I didn't know if I spelled your name right. Yeah, I got it. I think they were called Wampus Cats. They were about to womp on my ass. No thanks, buddy. I'm going to get out of here. I'm glad he didn't catch me. It's amazing how well you did while in prison, especially after being released. Proud of you, homie. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate it, man. It's, you already know the story, man. I would not change it for nothing. The biggest heartbreak for me is my daughter. You know, I didn't get to watch my daughter grow up. If I could change that, I would. But what I learned in prison, it's invaluable, you know? And the fact that now I can come on here and share that with you guys, encourage you guys, motivate you guys, help change people's lives. How can I ever change that? I would not change that for nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, yeah. Where we at? Bryan said, red bulbs on headlamps in vehicles, then you can see them. Oh, you're talking about the cats? Yeah. Send you a few music tracks on the email, brother. Yeah, for sure, homie. I'll check them out. If you could change a detail about the escape plan, what would you change to have it be a successful one? I would not. I'll just keep it real, man. I wouldn't. And the reason being is, like, if I would have escaped, I know, like, for sure, I would have got killed. Like, I had a different mindset back then. And I was like, fucking don't get in my way. There's going to be a problem. And I'm fucking trying to get free. And this is the thing. Like, now that I live here, I've been into Mexico. I've been into TJ, deep into Tijuana, like where the tourists are not at. And you come over there with that attitude, your ass ain't fixing to come back. Like, they don't value life the way that we do in America or most other countries. They got zero problems cutting your motherfucking head off and recording it on video. Zero problems. They'll kill men, women, children, don't matter. And so if I would have made it over there with the attitude that I had, even though I got along well with people, chances are I might not have made it, you know? So I would not change it, is what I'm saying. Yeah, the story was crazy about the escape. Yeah, they would have got on you, no doubt. Proud of you, B. Sorry about your daughter. Hey, I appreciate it, man. That's the biggest thing is, like, when you have kids, you're fucking obligated. Like, is what it is. That's your fucking child. You created it. You owe that fucking child the world to be there, to teach them, protect them, love them, discipline them, all the fucking everything. And I wasn't there, so I can't take it back. And I can't pay her back for that shit, you know? And she missed out on a lot. I missed out on a lot, but more than me missing out, she missed out. So that was a terrible thing, man. Hey, appreciate you, Joseph. My mom said, "You like country music, Alan Jackson, Tracy Lawrence?" Yeah, I do. I do. My favorite genre of music is hip hop music, but I like all music. I like country music. I listen to R&B music. Um, I listen. Oh, I like classic rock. I like classic rock a lot. That's what I grew up listening to around my house with my mom. Um, I like all type of music, man. BLS, they boats, brother. I don't know why either. Shit, I don't know what you meant. You crossed the seas yet on your travels? Yes, I have. Yeah, don't forget Hong Kong room and TJ for tacos. Oh yeah, I've been over there. Been over there. I've been over there during the daytime. There was nobody there though. Um, yeah, I've been across the seas. I've been to Italy. I've been to Spain. I've been to Switzerland. Italy, Spain, Switzerland. I think that's it across water. I've been down into Mexico, way far down there. I've been like Mazatlan, Jalisco, Baja, California. Where else did I go? I think that's it. And then I've traveled the whole country, this country, which is an amazing place to travel, by the way. Um, Still got a lot more traveling to do. Coming up, we're going to be doing a trip real soon. Have I ever heard of Sean G. Gunby? I'll hook you up if you like. Possible, great interview. Possibly work out also. Yeah, let me know. I have not heard of him. Bon Jovi, Skid Row, Motley Crue, Rat. Yeah, I like them. You ever been to Canada? Oh, I've been to Canada, yeah. I went to Quebec. So Quebec is fucking super cool. It's like they have an old city and a new city. And I went there and I stayed in, there's a hotel. It's called Hotel Chateau Frontenac. Chateau Frontenac. The people there speak French. Most people speak English as well. So we went through, I think, what is it, Montreal, then up to Quebec. I stayed there for like 2 weeks. We went skiing. Fucking beautiful place. It's really cool because they have the old city and then they have the newer modern city right beside it. Have any hard times crossing seas with your background? Nope. Asking for myself. I've been through it too. Planning to travel soon. No, man, no problem whatsoever. I got a passport. Didn't think I was going to be able to get one. Boom, sent me my passport. No questions asked. Didn't like ask for any further anything. I applied for it. They sent it. Like, bet. I appreciate it. So they gave me my passport. And then traveling, leaving the airport, going through customs, coming back, no problem whatsoever. Zero problems. And then when I'll cross the border, go over to Mexico, go eat lunch. My brother used to live over there. Sometimes I would go over there to his place. Coming back, no question ever. And what's crazy is every time we go through a border checkpoint, if my wife is with me, she gets stopped. She's been in no type of trouble, got no type of record. She was in the military for 8 years. A professional person, doesn't look like she's suspicious up to anything. Every time they stop her, they ask her multiple questions. She's from Thailand, but she's an American. She's been here her whole life, and served the fucking country. She's an RN. Like, she's a legit good person. Never been in no type of trouble. Every time they're like, "Have a good day, sir," is what they tell me. And then they ask her a million questions. They pat her down. We were going through a border checkpoint. They're asking her, "Can you repeat what you said? Where are you going? Where are you from?" Da 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 da. And she's like, "I am not driving through these checkpoints no more." And so when we go, they're always like, "Have a good day, sir." And one time I went through there and the dude was still talking. I said, I just drove off. I just kept, I went. I was tired of what he was talking about. I drove away. They ain't even come and get me. I was like, "I got to go, homie. You out here terrorizing the highway." No, I got to go. CD said, "You get your record expunged?" No. I get a manslaughter charge, sells the cocaine and escape from prison. They won't expunge it. I just want to ask you that as well. I want to travel too, but I've been told I couldn't. Nope, not true, Chris. Apply for your passport, get it, go see the world, man, if you can. Go for sure. Hellcats or boats. Oh, badass boats, no worries. I wanted to ask you, would move to Texas or Florida if you had to choose? Oh, which one would I move to? A couple things. The beaches in Florida are fucking phenomenal. But the house that you get in Texas for the money. So let's just say you're spending 500 grand in Texas. or 400 grand. You're getting a big fucking nice house, a very nice house. Even if you're in a city like Houston or Dallas, compared to even in Florida, you're not getting it nearly as nice of a house that you're going to get in Texas. The problem with Texas is their property tax are very high. So if it wasn't for the property tax, but they don't have a state income tax, so that's really good. But I just don't like the property tax issue. Like, if you got a house, just say your house is 500 grand and it's paid for, you're gonna be paying $1,000, $1,200 a month for the rest of your life. It's like your house is never fucking paid for. Like, that shit is crazy. That's why I didn't move to Texas. Check out Cumberland Gap Scenic Pennsylvania Overlook at dawn. I promise you, especially clear crisp of fall sunrise can the earth curve. I don't think I've seen that one. I've been through Pennsylvania though. I don't know about that one. Ever been to North Korea? No, 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 no. I ain't been to North or South Korea. I have not. I would like to go to Thailand. I would like to go to. I've been to all three: Italy, Ireland, where Quadrex is at. Paris. I would like to go there. Paris, France. I'd like to go to Russia. I mean, I'll go everywhere. Fuck it. Put us on the plane. I'll go everywhere. What state in America gets you the biggest house for the money? You know, I'm not sure, but Alabama is good. Oh, Mississippi. Mississippi, you get big dumb house. There's a lot of poverty there is why. Louisiana, Mississippi. I don't know about the biggest in the country. I was looking at a house in Georgia that was, but it needed a complete renovation. So don't get it mixed up. It was 8,000 square foot. It was on a golf course. Big dumb house. I was going to turn it into a YouTube series because anything over 5,000 foot is considered a mansion. This bitch was 8,000 square feet. It needed a remodel. But when you come in the front door of this bitch, it had this staircase that went like this. And it curved and curved and curved. The staircase and the ornamental shit, the handrail was probably well over $100,000. Well over it. And so we could have lived in just one bedroom in the house. This bitch was so fucking big. But we went to go look at it. It was on a golf course right outside of Atlanta, like an hour outside of the city. We went to go look at it. It was not. The inside, it's big as fuck. But when you pull up to it, you didn't even think it was 8,000 square foot. And when you, like if you're buying a house that's 8,000 square foot, when you pull up, you should be like, fuck yeah, I done did it. Right? I mean, it had the circular driveway, it had big, huge columns out front. But I didn't get the feeling of like, yeah, I fucking made it. So we didn't get it. But Louisiana, Mississippi, you get a hell of a good house for your money. I got a few bucks. What should I invest in? I don't know, man. I don't know about investments. I don't really advise on that because I could tell you to get cryptocurrency right now because like Bitcoin is so fucking low. But if you're sitting on it in 3 months from now and it dips again, or it takes a while for it to come back up, you can be looking at me crazy. So I don't know, man. Real estate. If you can find property, real estate property, like I just bought 2 houses in Florida. If you can find and negotiate a deal, or you get a good rate, or you got the money to put down, or I don't know if any of you guys know what the BRRRR process is in real estate, where you buy it, you rehab it, you rent it, you refinance it, and then you repeat the process. BRRRR, B-R-R-R-R. You do it over and over. And doing it that way, you get a hard money loan up front for the house, and they give you 80% of the house, the money of the house, so whatever it costs. And then they fully fund the remodel of the house. And then when you do that, you get renters in it for a couple of months, and you come back and refinance it to get that hard money loan back. And when you get that hard money loan money back, you give them their money back. Plus, you're typically pulling out some profit on that refinance. And then you're just letting people rent it to pay the mortgage. And each year, the mortgage is getting paid down. The house is going to go up 2 to 3% per year. Great way to go if you got that type of money. And you usually need 15-20% to put down. So if you could swing it and keep your money tied up for a few months, real estate, long-term real estate, where you're buying a house to rent out. So if you can get a house to rent out and your renters are going to cover the mortgage, and then you can positive cash flow $400 to $500 per month, no brainer. That's the way to go. The rents aren't going down. The rents are not going down. I ain't saying the rent's going down nowhere. So if you can do that and you can swing it, that's the way to go, straight up. Get as many as you can get. And the cool thing about doing these hard money loans, like if you go to a website called biggerpockets.com, or look them up on YouTube, Bigger Pockets, these guys are a beast. They teach you the BRRRR process. You go in there, you learn that BRRRR process. If you go to their website, there's a ton of investors that are a part of their group that will lend you the money. They're not doing it off of credit. They're looking at it as a business loan. So your credit doesn't even come into play. If you got the money in the bank, the 20%, that's what it is, 20% in the bank to put toward the loan, they'll lend you the money, right? You can borrow the money for up to 24 months. And then they'll fund the remodel 100%. You remodel that bitch. So you're going to do some market research to see what you can buy the house at, how much you're going to have to put in it, whether it's 40, 50, 70, 80,000 bucks of remodel money. And then when you put that in it and you refinance it for the 30 years, what is the mortgage going to be? And so what you're trying to see is when you do all that, you refinance it, your mortgage, are you able to pull out 10, 15, 20,000 of profit up front, which is a good thing because you're going to put that back with your original investment, right? You put that back with your original investment, and then you go do it again. And after like the second time, you'll have enough money to do two at one time. And then when you do those two and you pull money out, you might be able to do three at a time. The fucking shit's a snowball. Trust me, this shit is phenomenal. But do your research. Do your research. Study the market. Study what the fuck's going on. Go check out Bigger Pockets. They're up to date, 100%. Where are we at? Paradox said, have you heard a Florida man that tried to reach the Bermuda Triangle and floating bubble contraption? No, but I believe it. Them Florida people are crazy, man. That's where I'm from. Norway, definitely gonna visit Norway someday, brother. No doubt. Hardest breakup you've been through? Hardest mental stake in prison. Hardest breakup, well, shit. You know, the worst one was probably when I was sitting in prison just because I didn't have any control over it. And like my ex-wife, I kept telling her, get a fucking divorce. And then when they just brought me the divorce papers to the fence and they handed them to me, I just felt like I got smacked by the long arm of fucking something, like a smack from 100 miles away. I was like, God damn it, I couldn't even defend myself. I mean, but, you know, the great thing is I'm where I'm at today with my wife now. So that cuts all the other bullshit off, you know. Wyoming gets you the biggest house for the money? Yeah, probably. Or the Dakotas, yeah, I could see that. I'm in Detroit. What should we do here? I don't know the Detroit market. You got to check your rental market, man. How strong is it, really? That's what you got to look at. I don't know the rental market there. I do have the capital. My place of research was like Alabama, Florida, Georgia, the southeast. That's really where I was looking at. And right now you can still get houses down there to where whatever your mortgage is with the financing, that your rental is going to cover the mortgage and positive cash flow. So I don't know the Detroit market well enough. I know that there's a lot of houses that are cheap in Detroit. I do know that. Very interesting advice. Yeah, appreciate you, brother. Where you at in Florida? Let's do lunch. No, I'm not in Florida right now. I'm from Florida. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. But I'm here in Southern California is where I live at now. However, if you weren't on the live, about a month or two, I'm going to be leaving here. And I'm honestly, seriously, think about this. Live, like, I like jumping on here and chopping it up with you guys. And I don't mind putting my camera in the car and driving on a live is what I'm saying. I'm going to do a cross country live. Let's go. You know, obviously I got to watch the road, but I'm gonna do a cross country live. See what happens when I got a live on for 40 hours. Like, damn, that'll give me some good watch time, and y'all get to see the country with me. I've drove it numerous times straight. No, don't get me wrong. I stop and take a nap. I'm not trying to be up for 40 hours. One time I did it, and I don't think I took a nap, and I was driving back, and I remember I was in the desert, headed west, back toward California, and I was like, babe, why are them cars in our lane? And she was like, what are you talking about? So I was starting to get delirious. The cars were way up ahead of us. It was nighttime in the desert, but their headlights looked like they came into our lane. She was like, they're way over there. I said, I think you need to drive. It's like, I think you need to drive. Pretty good idea. It has a lot of potential to go viral and get a lot of eyes on your channel. Yeah, I think it does. And it'd just be fun. Y'all see, I go to the gas station. I'm talking to people. I'm trying to encourage people at the gas station. Literally. I met 4 people today. Well, I was riding a bike, so it's a big conversation piece. I went to the gym. I left there, came out of the gym, met one dude on the sidewalk. Two people on the sidewalk. 2 different people on the sidewalk. And then I met 3 people. I stopped at Best Buy. I was going to get a mount to put on the bike to hold my phone. And these 3 ladies were heading into Best Buy. Talked to them for a minute. Are you going to bring a camera with you when you make stops? Yeah, but, you know, if I'm going to the bathroom, obviously, we're going to leave the phone in the car. You know, we're going to turn the alarm on and leave the phone in the car. I ain't trying to take you guys to the bathroom. I don't think the other people would like it anyways. But yeah, definitely gonna do that. Any word on the movie? Nah, not yet, man. Got the script. Where did I meet my chick? How did I meet her? I met her on Tinder. I was swiping like this. You swipe blindly if you're on Tinder. This is the lick. I'm gonna tell y'all how to do it right here. If this is your screen on Tinder, if you're on Tinder, you just swipe like this. You close your eyes. Don't look. Because if you're looking, it wastes a lot of time. You just do this. And then when it comes in, it's like ding, 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 ding. You got match. Then you just go back and you throw away the ones that you're just like, oh, no, this ain't for me, right? You throw them away. So that's how you make Tinder work. And my buddy told me about it. I was like, that shit don't work. My buddy up in LA, he told me about it because these motherfuckers had girls on rotation. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? They was like, it's Tinder. I was like, yeah, right. And so they showed me. And when I came to San Diego, I was here on vacation. I was like this. And then when I found my wife, I was like, oh, God, look at this little cutie. So I asked her to come meet me for dinner. And she said, all right. And she almost did not come. And she said, because like when she was on Tinder, a guy that had his shirt off in his profile, she wouldn't hit the like button. But she said, for some reason, she hit the like button on me. And then she was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go. But she came, and we just hit it off. Yep, that was over 6 years ago. Joseph said, you're killing me. CD, cold approaching isn't as popular as now. Not sure what you mean by that, homie. Not sure what you mean, cold is approaching. You talking about the weather? Because it's getting colder right now. My fucking feet are freezing. I'm sitting out here on the patio. I'm in Southern California, but like when I just picked up this camera pole right now, this shit is fucking ice-ass cold. You go out here and try to grab these bars right now. That shit is cold. Oh, what do you mean not online? Shit, I still don't know what you mean. You confused me on that one. You got me. I don't mind admitting when I don't know either. I just tell you guys, I don't know. He's in California. He ain't cold, brother. I'm in Colorado. Yeah, that's totally different. But we are where we are by choice, right? And so, hey, I'm in California because I chose to be here. You're in Colorado because you chose to be there. You're freezing. Balls are shriveling. You're like, oh, God damn it, it's cold. I don't want to go outside. I'm just kidding, man. Colorado is beautiful, but it's way different than being in California. That shit over there is for real cold. This is just like baby cold. I mean, I'm outside on the patio chilling. It ain't that bad, but my hands are cold and so are my feet. like going up to a random girl and asking her out. Oh, cold approaching. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. It's not as popular. It isn't. You know, people are we are now in a microwave society. People want instant results. And I mean, honestly, shit, if you think about it, if you're in a dating game, like you might meet one, two, three people that you're attracted to, or one a day. I don't know. It depends on where you live at. But if you get online, it's unlimited. So, yeah, 35 degrees in Michigan, trying to get to Tennessee. I hear that, man. Phone booth looks sick. Yeah, I love the phone booth, man. I didn't tell my parents to reproduce here. Here's what they've done. They've done a study. People are born in this little geographical circle. Straight up. Check this out. People are born, I don't remember what the radius is, mile wise. People are born in this area. They're born there. They grow up there. They go to school there. They get a job there. They get married. They create a family, and they fucking die there. Crazy, considering we got a huge country to travel and a world at that. You know, not saying you don't travel. I'm just saying that's what statistically how it works out. Do you work out at the home gym? Yeah, absolutely. I'm about to do a workout tonight after I get off the phone with you guys. Who on here can do muscle ups? Can anybody do muscle ups? It's cold out right now, and I haven't done a muscle up in a long time. You ever rather have a world without social media? No. I mean, I prefer it. I like it. It gives me the opportunity to talk to people and share my message. Who can do muscle ups? Who on here can do muscle up? I ain't dying here. Who can do muscle ups? All right, let's see. I haven't done one in a long time. Let's go see. Can you guys see the bar? Give me a big yes or no. Can you see the bar? Can you guys see the bar? I'm trying to do one. One. And I'm cold. Woo-hoo. Did two for y'all. I ain't done them in a long time. But I was saying earlier, somebody was talking about burpees. Burpees are great. Muscle ups, them bitches are phenomenal. Muscle ups are like 45. Keep it moving so you can fucking stay alive. 45. The most I've done muscle up straight is like 10 of them. I used to be able to do like 10 straight, but right now I got a metal ring on. It's not good to do muscle ups with a metal ring. The bar is cold, I'm cold, and I had a key in my pocket of my motorcycle. Don't want to drop that. So what happens when you're doing muscle up? Your finger, I've had it happen. The finger, ring digs into your finger. This shit is no fun. So, yeah. It's no fun, man. Your physique is insane. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I'm 45. Where are we at? Physical therapist, so I've seen enough bodies. Your shape is impressive, really. Hey, I appreciate you, brother. No doubt, 100%. Big dog, I remember you telling your life story on here a while back. I remember saying you were in Tracy, California, eating apples off of a tree. I lived on a farm in Tracy, California, or something like that. How did you end up in Tracy? I got it. Can you do a 1 minute down and 1 minute up? Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, absolutely. Run it. Not good to get a muscle up with a ring. Time to get a divorce. No, I have a rubber ring that I always wear when I'm going to the gym. I actually got it at Walmart. I like it though because when you're doing physical activities, you ain't got to worry about your shit getting snagged or, you know what I mean, catching on shit. And so I always wear my rubber ring. But I wasn't planning on doing a muscle up tonight, so, you know, I didn't have that on. Can I do 1 minute push up? Yeah, I answered that. Yeah. Yeah, I can. What's with the Apple story? How you been dodging this for a while now? I'm just trolling you, brother. No, you're good, man. I know. Yeah, it's all fun. Apple story? No, I'm not dodging it. I was supposed to tell it the other day and I didn't. When I came home to Tracy, California, I lived in Jacksonville, Florida when I got out of prison. And my little brother was living out here in California. And so, we talked on the phone prior to me coming home, and I was like, man, I would really like to come out there. He asked me, did I want to come? And I'm like, yeah, I want to come out there for sure. So he got me an airline ticket. When I got there, he was living in this little small house in the back of like a farm, like a little cottage house, which was cool. Gave me a place to live, roof over my head, had my own bedroom. But I didn't have shit. I didn't have no money. He wasn't doing that well at the time financially. He's doing pretty good now. He actually moved out to Jacksonville, Florida. But times were difficult. It was rough, and it got to a point. We had water, so you're good because you got water. But I was still hungry, and there was apple trees where we lived at, and I would go pick bags of apples. They were good. The green apples, nice and sweet, delicious apples. The problem with eating apples for a fucking week straight, here's the big problem with it. Like, apples are delicious, but when you're drinking water and eating apples every fucking day and you don't have other food, it catches up with you. And when it catches up, when you bite into an apple, it's all juicy. When that shit catches up and you go to the bathroom, it's a mess because you shit nothing but water out. So the point is, it gets rough. You feel me? So, you got to do whatever you got to do to survive. If apples is all that you have, I've ate toilet paper before I was so motherfucking hungry when I was in confinement. So, it is what it is. Always planning on doing a muscle up. Yeah, they're the best, man. Muscle ups are the best. Gabi, appreciate you being on. Scott Morian, Joseph Clamola. I appreciate everybody being on. Paradox, Rolling Losing Dice, Scott Morian. Well, I don't know if I say this right. Oyvind. Let me think how you say that. I don't even know if you say the O. But Iverson. Oyvind Iverson. Even. I don't know how to say it, man. I don't know if anything's silent in there. Appreciate you being on here, homie. Everybody that's been commenting. If you haven't done it already, Brian Frazier, appreciate you. There's a bunch of people in here tonight, man. I appreciate everybody that's been riding, commenting, liking, subscribing. You smoke any weed? No, I don't smoke any weed. Nah, I don't smoke weed. I love it, though, for people. It helps a lot of people. Snowman, what's up, brother? Not that it is by much. An apple or an egg a day was what Christian Bell did to cut weight for the machinist. I'm not sure which one it was. That's all he ate per day? Fuck. Ooh, that's brutal. If I had to choose an apple or an egg, because I eat a lot of fucking eggs. Like a lot. And if I only got one, I had a choice. You get one of these two per day. You get an apple or an egg. I would choose the apple. And the reason being is because I like scrambled eggs, right? And one egg, this shit, when you eat one egg, it ain't nothing. When you eat one apple, it ain't nothing. The difference is you can bite into the apple and eat a little bit of it, put it in the refrigerator or put it into something, and then you can put it away. And then come back later, eat some more. If you ever ate cold eggs, them bitches are no good. So if you eat a bite of egg and then try to come back later to the egg, this shit is not going to be good. So the apple can stretch you out, You look like a warrior in your YouTube pic. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Top 5 underrated cities in America. I don't know. I'm shit. Top 5 cities. San Diego's San Francisco is not to live, but to visit. That fucking city is badass. People there are weird, but it doesn't matter because you can be walking down the sidewalk for 5 minutes and you'll hear 5 to 10 different languages. It's like a melting pot of people. And if you like people, it's really cool. And you meet people from all walks of life. You'll see it all the way down to a man standing on the sidewalk pissing with his dick out. I don't like that part, but you meet somebody from every walk of life. And then, like, the streets are really cool. There's a lot of real steep roads. They got the most famous road in America. It's like a zigzag street. I went to the prison, Alcatraz prison. San Fran is fucking wild. It's a badass city. New York City's really cool. St. Louis was cool. Denver's definitely cool. San Diego is cool. I don't know the top 5 though, especially underrated. I don't know, man. You should look up Bryan. Look it up. Christian Bale was all bones in that movie. I don't remember that. I'll definitely check it out. Apple has fiber, yeah. I would choose the apple over the egg. But check it out, guys. I got some work to do. I got to go over here and make a workout video for you guys. Doing a video. Ever see the shadow person? No, I haven't. I'm going to be doing a video for you guys, putting out a video for the fellas that are over 40 that you're dealing with dad fat. Because look, let's face it, once you cross that threshold of 40, we're dealing with the problem of dad fat. Our motivation and metabolism began to betray us. So I'm gonna help you guys get that crunk back up, get motivated, get going, and we're gonna crank it up, man. You guys have a good night. Appreciate you jumping on here. Thanks for all the comments and questions. Hit that subscribe and like. Peace. You guys have a good night. Love you guys.